Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon if you're on the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast. Hey, Ken, got him from email this time. All right, that's I don't hear that very often. That's good. Angie, Jill, Brandon, Phil, Tony, HG. Wow, 268, Moon Dog. Pretty good. 268 price of gas in New Jersey. And they have to pay somebody to pump it at that price too. Yeah, you can't pump your own gas in New Jersey. I, I don't know. I think back in the day it was a job, and then the unions are so strong up there, they just never want to get rid of the job. So she's doing great, HG.
All right. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody's having a nice day. Let me go ahead and put on YouTube real quick and we'll get started. We got Eduardo, we got Richard, we got Ruth, we got Raj, we got Mark. Good afternoon or good morning. Jeremy, hello. Jeremy, hello. Uh, I didn't know that about New Jersey, Matt. See,
Yep.
I hang out with you guys. I learn new things every day. I think in California, we don't even have any more full. I don't even remember in Florida. I don't think we have any full service stations. Not that I know of.
You also, the one culture shock thing is, if you live in Florida, you can't go to the gas station and buy beer or wine. There's no alcohol
Where?
in New Jersey. You have to go to a liquor
Oh,
store.
not even beer and wine, huh?
Nope, no beer or wine.
Hmm. Yeah, they got beer and wine in Cali, and here they have beer and wine. All right, Gaetano. Let me say hello to everybody on Colleen. Hello, Colleen. How are you? Uh,
Nice,
Good.
Jason.
Let's say hello to everybody here. We got Petro, Ken, we got Sherman, we got Ken, we got Jill. Hello, Jill. Yeah, that's good, Brendan. iPhone, Gus, Ellie, Cyrus, Tony. Interesting. Pump gas, huh? Interesting. I didn't know that. Tom, how are you? Uh, Mike Cly, Rick. Hey, Rick. Nathan, Steve, Maggie, Vernon, Willard, Gitano, Minister Buffett to yeah, Buffett's going to retire. Yeah. Mary, how are you? Lots of rain in Vegas. Jason says I made very nice. Very, very nice. That's a good one right there. Let me go ahead and post that. Very nice. Excellent, Jason. Excellent. All right. We got Christopher. We got think we have a very few in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, I don't know. I don't remember Beverly Hills having them. Uh Javad. I used to live on Javad. I used to live on Roxbury on 607 North Roxbury. Yeah, second block north of Santa Monica. Shannon, Mark, Miles, full service Montecito. Ken, Paul, drive the 405. No, none in Cali. Pump your own. Yeah, that's what I thought. Could not sell beer and wine. Chris, that's a good point. Dave, we'll be starting in about 2 minutes. Still making money on HTZ. I like that. You should be. It's still moving our way. I don't know why you wouldn't. And I don't know anybody. Why would you buy puts if the options cost, if the underlying cost $6? That makes no sense. Hey, Joy, Drew, Zoom user, Murmis, Adam. Nice, nice. Good, 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 Adam. By the way, anybody make money on Tesla in the pit today? By the way, speaking of the pit, we're going to have a pit webinar in about 55 minutes. I really hope to see you guys there. Matt is about to post a link for all of you. I went to Fairfax High School, Jeremy, on the corner of Fairfax and Melrose. Graduated in 88. Forrest, Ted, Peter, iPhone. I'm very relaxed today. Brent says you can buy Texas, but don't get caught with an open bottle. Forrest, Julian, and one Santa Monica and Crest. I can't see that. Hey, Rick. Yep. Beverly Hills has one on Santa Monica. Yeah, and Crescent, and it also has one on Little Santa Monica. Well, the Wilshire, right on Wilshire. Wilshire and Santa Monica. HG says the micro is great. I love that. I love that. Love that. Charlene, raining in Oklahoma. 101 is a mess because PCH still closed. Oh, that's awful. I didn't know they're still closed. I did not know that. Can you imagine living in Malibu now with PCH closed? Not good. Carlos says Alpha Zone Pro indicator is a wonder. I know. It's fantastic. Fantastic. That's why we created it. But don't forget, the pit is the pit. Kirk is back. Paper traded the pit. Good, good. Now, it was her 50, 60 or more years. Totally killed it. Good. Beverly Hills on Century. There you go. 12% on HIMS. Very small profit. Very small profit in Tesla. Why such a small profit in Tesla? We made like 4 points on it. So 15. 7 day suggested. iPhone, I don't know what you're talking about. 750. Tesla, good, good. Made money. Good, 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 good. Julia made money. You're welcome. There it is. Still learning. What do you mean? Underlying means the stock itself. Graduated in 88. I did. I did. Thought you were close to my age, Roger. 91 here. Nope, nope. 88. Third plate on second on HTZ. Good, Adam. Glad you're making money. Good, 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 good. All right, time to begin. Very few according to Micro missed the losing day up 500. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. Bill made 30% on TSN. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Good. Good, 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 good. Hey, we're not done yet. It's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday morning. We already made money on Tyson and we made money on Pepsi this week. Did you post the link, Matt? I didn't see.
I did.
Okay, I appreciate it. Folks, don't
There
miss
it is
at 1
again.
o'clock. All new webinar. Good, Bill. Good, good, good. Pink Sparkles made money on Hertz. Excellent, excellent. Now, remember, I told you, I think Hertz is going to come all the way down to its base because I think that the exemption, I think Bill Eckman bought it because he thought that Hertz was going to sell their fleet and because used car prices were going to get expensive because of tariffs. And then Trump said no tariffs on the car thing. So I think that kind of course, Johan, you should take it. You should look at it. That was not a good assumption. I purchased HIMS yesterday, added to my stock position price how much it went up this morning based on news. Okay. All right. We got 400 people here. It's a hot day today. I'm going to teach you guys something today. I'm going to share my screen. Actually going to teach you something today. I'd have to look at it, Pink Sparkles. I haven't looked at it right now. Yeah, it wasn't a good assumption. He didn't make a good assumption, but it doesn't mean we can't profit on it. Julian says, Adam, so did I. Got out at 12%, and it's going down now. Exactly. I love it. I love when a plan comes together, don't you guys? Okay, so I'm going to show you this using bar chart because it's really, really easy. Now, I'm going to give you guys a premium lesson, a juicy premium lesson, so I hope you guys pay attention. Now, if you recall, I showed you guys a little while ago, we had a live class A lot of you came here to Jacksonville. Richard was here. It was a lot of fun. And I showed you how to use Bollinger Band width. You guys may remember that. I showed you how to use Bollinger Band width. Good, 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 good. And to show you whether the stock was overbought or overextended or not. Okay, and this obviously is overextended right now, and you don't want to buy stocks that are overextended. But I want to, and I also explained that the closer you are to the 8-day EMA, the more consolidation the stock has, the less volatility you will have. But I want to show you another way to skin that cat. Okay, and it's a pretty good rule of thumb. Okay, so I want to show you this. Yeah, this is it right here. I haven't changed it. It's the same template I made while we were in that class. So I want to show you guys something else. Okay, I want to show you another way to skin that same cat. Jesse says this has been a great find. Well, good. I'm going to show you another way to confirm, to double check, to look like you actually know what you're talking about. I'm just playing around. So look, you go to where's standalone. You go to average true range. Now, when you do it on your computer, yours will say 14. Yours will say 14. Change it to 10. If you don't change it to 10, it's not that big of a deal. But I like to keep mine at 10. Okay. I don't really see the need to look at volatility for 14 days. So to me, 10 days. But you're going to get 14 here. I have a special bar chart. You guys don't. So yours will say 14. So you will have to put it on 10. That's all. No big deal. All right. And then just apply. And you'll get it right here. Okay. Now, here's what you need to do. You see how we have the 8-day EMA? Where did you for it? Where did I do what for it? I got it right here under indicators, standalone, and it's right here, average true range. And you can go to bar chart and do exactly what I'm doing right now. Matt, was there a news right now?
Something about Trump in the Middle East. We'll
Of
have a
course there
positive
is.
announcement
Of course
soon.
there is. Yeah, let me know what's going on. Obviously, something's moving the market right now. Be careful here. Be careful.
We'll possibly start to renegotiate the USMCA, but he's speaking right now, so no telling.
One second, guys. One second. Now, what do you guys think I'm doing right now while the market is doing this? What do you guys think I'm doing right now while the market's doing this? What do you guys think I'm doing? I'm scanning trades. I'm looking at my shorts to see which ones are still weak. Nothing. That's funny. I'm looking at the stocks on my short list, and I'm on my laptop with TC2000 to see which stocks are bucking this trend. Okay. 1 second, guys. Okay. Sorry about that. No, I wasn't shorting, but I wanted to see if any of the stocks stayed. Like the stock that I really love right now after this bounce is Builder. You know what? Why don't I do this live so you guys can see it? Hold on 1 second. So here, let me show you what I'm doing right now. I'm sorry to interrupt the lesson, but sometimes. So look what I'm doing right now. I have a bunch of stocks on my short list, which we're going to discuss. SPY is doing this, right? So I'm looking at my stocks on my short list to see which stocks didn't do this. Okay. So that's probably one of my top choices right now. And Builder, look at Builder. Look at SPY, look at Builder. Target, eh, nope, nope. Oh, maybe. See? Yeah, and phase. No, no. End phase is all the way up here. I want the stock to be up here. Down there. Builder, not end phase. Pepsi? No, did this. I want stocks that didn't react, you see. Like Wendy's, for example. No, no, no. But that's what I was doing. That's all I was doing. I wasn't doing anything differently. See, that's literally what I was doing. So right now, the odds are, if the market comes down, but I don't want to do, I'm going to be busy for the next hour and a half. We already booked a good winner today. I don't want to be distracted right now. I may put on something for overnight or later today, but I don't want to do it right now. Huh. Did Trump say that Z and him are friends, or did he say that Z and him are ripping? Z's been ripping us off for years because I could have swore. Anyway, he says. Anyways, yeah, I'm still thinking of this for a short. Stay tuned in the pit. I may give it to you guys as a short. He said both. I see. Okay.
Are you talking about Xi, like Xi Jinping?
Yes.
I heard Z.
No, sorry.
It's like, why are you referring to Zelensky by Z?
Mm, no, she. Yeah. Did he say, ah, I'm going to go drive myself crazy. He loves Canada. He doesn't act like it. Okay. So let's go back to my lesson and then we'll come back to this. Okay. Sorry. I saw this move and I'm like a dog with a bone, you know? Talks out of both sides of his mouth. One day this, the next day that. Don't even, folks, don't even get my blood pressure goes up every time I hear his name at this point. He just makes my job so much more difficult for nothing. Like just do all of this stuff you're doing. Just don't talk about it. Just do it. You want to do this? Do it. You want to do that? Do it. You're the president. Just do it. But don't talk about it till it's done. Patrick, move on. Move off for what? We are moving on. He makes my wife's job more difficult to also. Yeah. I'm trying to tune it out. I'm trying to, but it's kind of hard because it's literally impacting the market. So, okay. So let me give you this lesson. Let me give you this lesson. Beth says he makes everyone nervous. Yeah, yeah, for no reason, you know. All right. So let me give you the example. So back to where we were. Heartburn, exactly. The deal with the first time president of some of the countries, and then they were very good deals. We'll see, Stacy. As I said, I'm not debating. I'm not debating. I'm not debating. Again, I'm not debating whether it's good or bad. Whatever he's going to do, I just want him to do it and move on. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Very simple request. Now he's saying they aren't, is what I'm saying. I don't know what he's saying, what he's not saying. I just want action. That's all. You know, actions speak louder than words. That's all I want. So the markets can ascertain it easily. That's all. Okay. Let's go back to where we were. Sorry, folks. I didn't mean to get distracted. It's just this is a pretty big move that was just completely undone. Yeah, retracing, right. So let me go back to my lesson. So I showed you that Bollinger Width, you could see if something is overextended or not. But there's another way to do it, and this is a great tool, and that's the ATR. So here's a rule for you. The ATR right now is at $5.75, right? That's the 10-day volatility. Just takes the volatility. Okay? Right here. 575. Okay? I'm going to give you two lessons, two for the price of one. The second one is going to be an oh shit lesson, but the first one I'm going to go through with you all the way. But there's two lessons here. One is going to be very painful for you guys to accept. Naples fan, how can I turn off political news? What makes you think I'm looking at political news? I'm literally looking at the S&P 500 doing this. I look to my left, I look at financial news, and Trump is all over it. Do I need to say anything else, Naples fan? Do you have a creative way for me to do it? If you have a way for me to do it, please teach me. I'm all ears. I mean, I'm literally explaining to you. I'm looking at SPY doing this. I ask Matt what's moving the market. He tells me it's Trump talking. I look to the left. I see my news, and I see the news. How do you want me to do that, Naples fan? I'm all ears. Please teach me. Teach me how to do it. Teach me how I should work without financial news now. Everybody's an Einstein. All right. So let's go back here. You see the ATR is at $5.75. That means the volatility is at $5.75. I don't watch politics on TV. I watch my soap opera. I watch Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad. Don't you know that about me, Naples fan? I don't even know what channel the political station is on at my house. Political news. Jesus. Okay. Everybody thinks they can run my show. Exactly. So let me do this. So I'm going to show you a little trick right now. It's going to be a little trick. What's the low? What's the low of this bar? Okay? What's the low of this bar? 281. Where's the 8-day EMA right now? 276. What's the difference between 281 and 2? And you can ballpark it. You don't have to be precise. Don't be precise here. 276.78. $5. What's the volatility? Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice, Julian. So, does anybody at this point know where I'm going here? Does anybody know where I'm going with this? Can anybody finish my sentence for me at this point? Come on, Adam. Come on, Eagle Beagle. Give it a try. I'm going to say it again. What's the difference between the low and the 8-day EMA? $5? What's the average range here? They match. They're in the same ballpark. The rule of thumb is this. The rule of thumb is this. If this number is roughly the same number as this, okay, you're still okay. It's a little more. It's actually about 6. This is actually, to be honest with you, let's see here. 281. It's a little more. It's like $6 something. It's a little overextended. A little overextended. But the rule of thumb is this. Look at the distance. If you don't like using the Bollinger width, look at the distance between the low or the current price. Current price 284. Yeah, actually, you know what? Look at the current price because this takes into account current price. 284, 276. It's like $9, okay? This needs to be no further than this. Look for price to be no further than the ATR, one ATR from the 8-day EMA. Now, does it have to be exactly precise? No, it doesn't have to be. You could be off by 20 cents. But right now, this is at 284. The 8 days at 276. That's $10. Exactly 10. No, not $10. Excuse me, $8. This is 575. Okay. Sorry, that's what confused me. I was thinking we were near the low of the day, but we're not. So you take the current price, you look at to see where the 8-day EMA is, and if it's more than one ATR away, what do? Uh-oh, you wait. You're overextended. Does anybody have any questions? So far, so far. So far. No, not the current low price. Sorry about that. Just the current price. Kate, just the current price. See, Adam, I had faith in you. I figured you'd maybe be able to just kind of fit it because you understand it. You've been around for a while now. Okay, so what's the current price? Where's the 8-day EMA? You can ballpark it, folks. You don't have to be a Eagle Beagle. One ATR. This is one ATR, $5. This is a dollar dollar figure, guys. Do you got it, Bev? $5. Just put a dollar sign here. $5.75. Is the distance between the current price and the 8-day EMA more than this? And it works the same way to the downside. I'll show you. For example, can you pull a rabbit out of a hat? This is a pretty old hat trick. So here, look, indicators, standalone, average true range. I won't tell anybody, but you change this from 14 to 10 because yours says 14, although it won't make that much of a difference. Oh, I'm only halfway done, iPad. I'm about to embarrass somebody. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's coming. Look at that, Matt. We got almost 500 people in the room and we got 86 on YouTube.
Might be a record.
No, it's not a record, but
It's
pretty good.
close.
I got a beautiful picture of Seattle on my computer right now. One of those background shots. Oh, it's breathtaking. One of the regrets I have on the West Coast is not never going to visit Seattle. Oh, I heard it's such a beautiful city. Already had mine at 10. We did, Richard, but some people here, haven't yet. Yeah, I've done this at least. Richard's talking about changing the indicator from 14 to 10. I've talked about this for a decade. So again, you don't need a study for this because you already have you don't need a study for this. Just look. What's the current price? 108.40. What's the ATR? What's the difference between 114.67 and 108? It's about what is it? $6. What's the ATR? $4.90. We're overextended. Let's confirm. Yeah, a little overextended. See? A little bit, not too much, but a little bit. What are the indicator for Bollinger width? It's right here. I've shown you guys this many times. Standalone, Bollinger width. You just change this to 10. I like all my periods to be 10 instead of 14. Most standard periods on indicators are 14 because they were made for commodities. I like to change mine to 10. I'm not done with the lesson yet. Kyle, honestly, if you use 5 ATR, you'll be fine too. Just don't go less than 5. 5 to 10 is fine. Look, what are you trying to accomplish? You're trying to see if the volatility of the stock, right, is a little more than the average volatility of that stock. So in essence, 5 days of volatility is probably even better because 10 days, how a stock was doing 5 days ago may be very different from how it's doing the last 3, 4 days. You see what I'm saying? 5 days is fine too. Folks, I'm trying to teach you how to use your eyes. These are all substitutes to cheat, so you don't have to use your eyes, okay? But sometimes it helps to have this because as you go over it, you'll say, oh, I see, it's a little... All I'm trying to do is teach you to sell here instead of here. See the distance here versus here? Look at Philip Morris. Let's try it again. Let's try Philip Morris, okay? Let's try it. Indicator, standalone, average true range. Ba-boom, apply. Just delete volume here. What's the ATR? What's one ATR of Philip Morris? $3.48. Okay, it's about $3.50. Now, where's Philip Morris? 173.17. Where are we here? Where's the 8-day? 170. It's about it's a little less than $3. So this is smaller than this, which means this is not overextended. Are they about the same? Let's say this is 5 cents more. That's okay. But let's say this is 4.50 or 5 and this is red flag. Should I go through one more example for you guys? Do you want me to do another one? I got a great one. This is only on daily time frame. It's clear, right? Really clear. But I'll do another one. How about Tesla? No, Tesla's right at it right now. CME Group. How about CME Group? That's a good one. Okay. So we have CME Group, right? We go to indicator. By the way, what I'm doing right now, bar chart, it's free. You can go right here and follow along with me if you want. Here's the indicator for it. Here. It's free. Free. I'm not selling you anything. I'm not charging you anything. But we're going to have a class in 28 minutes. And I hope anybody who's been in the pit or anybody in the pit goes there and tells everybody else how great it is. Because the pit is the pit. So, indicator. Where am I? Oh, standalone. You got to go to standalone. Average true range, 10 days. There you go. Okay, what's the ATR CME? What's the ATR? $5.75. It is. It is. Okay, where are we right now? 284.68. Where's this? 277. Oh, okay, okay. So that's telling me we're about 7 points away, maybe even closer to 8. And this is only 574. Guess what? We're overextended. Here, we're not overextended. But here, we're overextended. Now, let me just try something. Let me change this to 5 days and see what the difference would be. See, it's not that big of a difference. $5.24 versus $5.75. Eh, that's what I'm saying. Or let's do 14 days. 14 is a little too much. That's kind of giving me more of an average volatility. $5.81. See what I mean? These are not, don't get bogged down by little details. Just look at the big picture. Scooby Dog, Bodine says, Scooby Dog says the pit is the shits. I love that. Now, I got a bone to pick with some of you on this topic. There's another reason to use. Now, I'm going to have a big bone to pick with some of you. And I'm not going to mention any names. So, I'm going to tell you guys something. Because I said so, Janet. Why would just the difference between price and the 8-day? Well, you got to compare it. How do you know what the ATR is? How do you know what the volatility is, Janet? You got to have a baseline, right? What one ATR gives you the baseline. So now I'm about to so on CME should be a profit taking. Close to it. You shouldn't be buying it. How about that, Rick? Now I got a bone to pick with some of you. Remember I told you there's another reason to use there's two reasons to use the ATR? Now, you're not going to like this, but we're going to get into it right now. So, anytime Uncle Roger gives you a trade, the first thing you should look before you take, well, no, after you take the trade, but shoot first, ask questions later. I don't know, but I want to show you guys something, and I hope to God you're paying attention. This may be the most important lesson you get today. You know that trade I gave you on Tesla yesterday in the pit? Do you guys remember that trade that I gave you in the pit at 268, 286 something that was closed at 282 something this morning? Yes. Do you guys remember that trade? Okay. Let me ask you an interesting question. How much did Tesla go against us before it went our way? It wasn't that long ago. It was only 3 hours ago. Let's all pretend we have amnesia, okay? The trade went against us 5 to 7 points, didn't it? Right? Bill, we're not talking about ATR yet. How about we stick to my topic and go with my flow and you not confuse anybody? I asked a very simple question. How much did it go against us? Adam gave me that answer, 5 to 7 points. What did I tell you when it went against us yesterday? In case you have amnesia, let me give you a timestamp message. This is important. I'm teaching you a lesson right now, something that I do in the pit all the time. This is Tesla on the daily chart. You can see clearly that it's not really doing it very much. This is when it was against us about 6 points. Unless it starts breaking above resistance with volume, I'm not doing anything. Here's a screenshot for you. It was at the high of the day at this point yesterday, right here. All right. This is when it was against us about 5, 7 points. Adam, we'll get there in a second. Please let me do my spiel. I'm giving you a lesson. I'm not charging you anything. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm just giving you a lesson. So see, I was basically saying unless it breaks above here, this is just noise. Now, how do I know something is noise versus something not being noise? How do I know? How do I know? How do I know? How do I know if a move is noise or not noise? I wonder, do we need to put neon signs here? So I'm going to ask you guys a question. How much do you expect Tesla to move in a day? Forget the Bollinger Bands right now, please. How much do you expect Tesla to move in a day? $18. That's what the ATR is. $18 per day. So if you're short a stock and the stock moves against you $7, is that a random move or is that a beyond random move? I'm giving you a really good lesson here, folks. I'm giving you some really good stuff right now. It's random. It's noise. Just answer my question. Gitano, this is not a time to talk. This is a time to listen. This is the average move of Tesla over each day over the last 10 days. $18. If you would have known yesterday, I'm not going to mention any names, but the gentleman who sent me an email that said he stopped out of Tesla at $1.50 loss yesterday, do you know that the average daily move on Tesla is $18? And in order for Tesla to move beyond random, it has to move beyond $18. Does that person understand that now? No names. No names. If you're going to put a stop loss on a stock, which I don't want you to do, you got to go out of randomness, which means you got to go out of the daily range, which means you should at least use a 2 ATR stop, which I don't recommend. So if Tesla goes against you $6, that's equivalent of us having $1 stop loss and the stock going against you 33 cents. Capiche? So before you get your panties in a bunch, check the ATR on the stock, and don't be foolish by putting in a random stop loss move. Does anybody have any questions before we move on? Anybody have any questions? So if the ATR is $4, are you going to put a $2 stop in? Ay, 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 caramba. No, if your stop is less than the daily range, think about this. If the stock moves $18 a day and you put your stop loss at less than $18, are you really putting a stop loss outside of its move? No, you're going to get stopped, and the stock didn't do anything. Folks, this tells you what the average movement of a stock is. If you can't handle an 8-point swing on a stock that moves 18 points a day, then you shouldn't be trading. Or you shouldn't be trading with large size. What about ATR on a SPY? Here, you could find a replay right here. It's being recorded in real time. By the way, the lesson that I just showed you, I was writing 8 years ago in the VIP room when Ken Reitz and I first met when I was driving from Los Angeles to Florida. This lesson is about a decade old. You can find videos of me teaching you this from 10 years ago. We got very new concepts that we're teaching folks here. And Ken just says, yep. Yep. So folks, don't get all hot and heavy and sending me emails telling me how the stock is against the $7 when it's an $18 average mover. Please, let's all calm down, okay? Yeah. Okay, so now let me give you stocks that I like. But please use that. Use it, embrace it. And if you see a stock going against you, the first thing you do is you pull up the ATR. If you have a $200 stock and the stock moves, say, $6 a day, $3 against you is like it's randomness. MMM. Let's look at MMM. I do have to get through my stocks, though. I wanted to give you those. So instead of interrupting me, pay attention to what Uncle Roger says. Here. Standalone, average true range, 10 days. See, this one had 14. There it is. MMM, $4.46. Rick says, pardon please, are there alternate period ATRs when she just use planning on intraday trades? But Rick, I don't use intraday trades for any of my anything. I use daily trades for all my stuff. The only thing I use intraday trades for is to tell me when to enter and when to exit. The decision to whether I'm going to go meet a girl, whether I want to marry her, all of those decisions are going to be done with a daily chart. By the time I focus on the intraday charts, all of these questions have been answered. I'm ready to pop the ring on her finger. Okay? You should figure all this out before you get down to the intraday charts. I don't spend a lot of time with intraday charts. Okay. Now, I only have 16 minutes yet. Matt's going to post a link. Folks, I hope you come to my pit room in about 16 minutes where I'll be showing you some really good stuff and giving you some prognosis. Adam says, every day is never wasted when you attend these classes, except when we argue with people that I'm not going to mention by names. Cool, Bob. Thank you. All right. So let's look at what the market's doing. Let me give you some stocks that I like to the short side. Target. I'm not calling anyone out by name. Adam says, thanks for Merck. You're welcome. So look, let's go here. 24 days out. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. Very kind of you to say that. Thank you. We've got a lot of people here. We almost have 600. Matt, we have 106 people on YouTube, and we have 478 on Zoom. So we actually have a full house today.
Yeah, that is a lot.
And remember, I have a webinar at 1 o'clock, and I hope to see everybody there. I'll be giving you my prognosis. Do we use the simple or the exponential? Glenn, you use the simple. You use the simple. Folks, Glenn, and all we're trying to do is we're just trying to find out, you know what the ATR is, right? High, low. Yesterday's high, low, the day before yesterday's high, low, added together, divided by 2. That's what the ATR is. We're just looking at our date. We're just trying to figure out what the daily volatility is. You don't have to, try not to make it so mathematic. You know what I mean? How much does the stock move a day on average? That's it. That's it. That's it. There's other ways to use ATR for credit spreads and debit spreads, but I'm trying to ease you into it. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. Nathan, I don't like to use 2ATR as a mental stop, but sometimes I do use that. I use parts of it. I don't want to get into that because I don't want to confuse you guys. I prefer to use price levels, but if there's no price levels, mechanical systems, I use AT. That's one of the things I used when I was running a fund. It was a 2 ATR stop or 3 ATR stop. But don't go that route. Don't go on that road just yet. Okay. I prefer the 15-day or the pivot, as I've taught you. Yes, exactly, Nathan. Exactly. Or a pivot or the next closest pivot next to it. All right, so let's move on. Uh, Merck, I still like Merck short. I actually even like it more now than before. 24 days to go. Folks, volatility is very, very important. So important that the turtles used it religiously. That's how I learned to use it, by the way. Back when I was trading with Curtis Faith. March 30th expiration on Merck, 71 Delta, 84. Sean, they're already posted. Look, it's being recorded in real time. They're not posted. They're posted in real time. It's like here. It's like those boxes, those live recording boxes they came out with 20 years ago. Forgot what they're called. But let's continue. By the way, not just Merck, BMY, TiVos. That's right, TiVo. I remember buying one. VRTX, no, not TiVo, Lilly, all of those. PFE maybe too. Yeah, all the healthcare stocks because of the tariffs on medical. But I like Merck the best. And I don't really know why I like it the best, but I like Merck the best. Probably because it's got the best smoothest trend. Now, this video is being recorded in real time and it is available. I don't know why it's telling you that, but this video is available in real time. I have people on YouTube where it's being recorded and what you can literally go to Roger Scott YouTube and you can press the live tab and you'll get that video. So right here, 24 days out, 71 Delta, 84 strike price, May 30th expiration. Target strike price is right on target. 70 Delta, 100 put. Moderna's there too, by the way. Builder, I like Builder short. And by the way, Hertz is at the low of the day for all of you folks who took that trade. 116 stop loss. 45 days to go, 71 Delta, 120 put. Castle. Spready. Too spready. No, Rick, I think Hertz has way more I think it has more downside to go. I think Hertz is going lower. And I told you that when it was at $7. Now it's at $6. Now let me give you my longs before I go to the next class. This stock is very choppy and too spready. $155 call, but there's not a lot of good longs right now. CME, overextended. Overextended, needs to pull back. But if I was buying options right now, and I'm not, I'd be looking at 86. I'd probably do a spread. Probably buy the 280 and sell the 290. Yeah, 480 sounds about right, Richard. I mean, you can lessen your exposure as you go down, but and I told you why I like that trade. I was very specific. I wasn't holding anything back from you. Excuse me. Not just Philip Morris. When cigarette companies are making all-time high, folks, it's not a great look for the market. Just saying. 24 days. A lot of people in New York smoke cigarettes. In Florida, where I live in Florida, people vape or don't smoke. But in New York, a lot of folks still smoke cigarettes. 59 call, May 30th, MO. Adam says you closed Wendy's. Yay, 12% for half a position. Hey, it's not bad for a day trade, right? Let me take a look at it right now. Yep. Actually, let me take care of something.
Thanks, Adam.
Hold on, I'm going to tell them if they took Wendy to take. I want to tell them that too. Okay, sorry about that. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate the. No, I give puts too. I just gave all everything I just gave you was puts. Now I'm giving calls. So MO 24 days out, 78 delta, 59 calls. Next one is BST, breaking the moving averages. This is how I want the SPY to look, but we can all hope and dream. It's right now hitting the VWAP, by the way. So we got a nice little opportunity there. I think earnings already happened. 67 delta, 135 call. And folks, one more right here. Not right now. You got to wait for this thing to hit the VWAP and base out a little bit. Not yet. All right, Matt, give them the link one more time.
All right.
And that's all I've got for you. I hope to see you guys in about 7 minutes in my class. I hope you guys share how you've been doing in the pit with all the people who are skeptical, who don't know about our 94.5% win rate. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you. Yeah, you could still win. I still like it. And I'll talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon, and I hope to see you in just a few minutes. Matt, can you post the link in? Oh, he just did. He just posted the link a second ago. There he is again. Scampy, tell everybody who's new in the other room. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Great day. Great session. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, it was a great session. Real nice session. Bye, guys and gals. That was a good session, Matt. Very nice session. Yeah, swinging Wendy's is fine. It's fine. There's no problem there. Matter of fact, looking real nice.